Good evening to one. Up to in the last session, we discussed about the concept of how to launch and connect Windows Server. In yesterday's session, we discussed. Now in this session, we are going to discuss about how to launch and connect Linux server from Azure Data Center. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? I had to open my Azure account. We had to type it Azure portal login. Click on this one. Sign in. Enter your email address and the password. Okay. Now, my Azure account is open. Now, to launch and connect Linux server, first you need to create the resource group. You know how to create the resource group? In yesterday's session, we discussed. For that, you have to click on resource groups. Click on create resource group. Here, my subscription is pay as you go. The resource group name I am given as US102. I am selecting Central India. You may choose anyone, no problem at all. And then I'm not adding any tags. Click on create plus review. Then click on create. The resource group is created. See that. Go for a home page. In resource group, US102 resource group is created. Fine. Now you have to create the virtual machine. For that, you have to click on this one, virtual machine icon. Click on this one. To create the virtual machine, you can click on create option here, or you may click on create option here. Both of them are same. Here we have to select Azure virtual machine. Okay. Here subscription is pay as you go. Resource group, just now I am creating US102. That one we have to select it. Virtual machine instant. Here I am given Linux server. Okay. Here the reason I am selecting in resource group Central India I am selecting. That's why it is highlighting here. Availability zone. 3 zones are there in Central India. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Default it is selecting Zone 1. Security type is also automatically selected. Image is nothing but operating system. Which operating system server you need to launch? That's we had to select it. Now I am selecting Linux server operating system. So you need to choose the Ubuntu, or you may choose Red Hat Linux, anyone. I am choosing Ubuntu. VM architecture 64 we had to choose. Size B1S, standard B1S. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. Per month, the cost is 642 rupees. It is charged. Okay. Now, scroll down. Here, authentication type. You may choose SSH public key, or you may choose this one, SSH public key or the password. That is, to generate the password, we have to use two ways. One is SSH public key and the password. We can use the same username, or we can give our own username also. Fine. Now I'm chosen the authentication type is SSH public key. Username is the same user we have to give it, or you have to give your own username also. Okay. Now SSH public key source is generate a new key pair. This is the key pair name is automatically taken. No problem at all. Scroll down. Here in yesterday session, to launch and connect Windows Server, RDP is enabled. Remote Desktop Protocol is enabled. Port number is 3389. Now your launch and connect Linux server. So SSH port. Port number is 22. Port number is 22. Scroll down. Here no need to click on next disks option. I can explain in upcoming session one by one. Direct we can click on review plus create option. Click on create. Here we have to download private key and key resource. Click on this option. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. Okay. Deployment in progress. Wait for few minutes. What is the username I am given for the Linux server? The default username I am given as it is, or you may change your username also. I am given the username is Azure user I am given. That the default one I am selecting. Okay. Go for home. Virtual machine. See, our virtual machine is created. Click on this one. Here we have to copy and paste public IPv4 in the notepad. Okay, fine. When you open the virtual machine, it is showing the details. Resource group, right? Location, subscription, subscription ID, availability zone, tags you are given or not, right? And private IP address, this virtual machine details which are showing. Now you are launch and connect the Linux server. What is the storage capacity for this Linux server is? That is 30 GB storage is providing. 30 GB storage it is providing. And temporary storage is also provided. Right? In yesterday's session, to launch and connect the Windows server from Azure data center, 127 GB storage is providing default. And 4 GB temporary storage is providing. For Linux server, 30 GB storage is providing and 4 GB temporary storage is providing. 4 GB temporary storage is provided. Okay, fine. Fine. I copy public IPv4 for this virtual machine. I copied. Okay. Here also it is showing the details in the virtual machine. Type is virtual machine. Subscription is pay as you go. Resource group is US 102. Location Central India. Status is running. See here. Operating system is Linux. Size standard B1S. Standard B1S, it is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM is provided. Disks, 1 disk is providing. Okay, fine, fine. Now, to connect Linux server, to launch and connect the Linux server, we have to download the putty software. See, I'm providing the link also in this one. This is the link we have to use. We can click on this link. I have to copy this one. And I'll paste it here. You can download the putty software here, right? You are using Windows operating system, we can download it here. So already in my laptop, the putty software is there. That's why I am not installed the putty software. Okay. Now using whenever you are install the putty software, automatically putty gen is also downloaded. Now in my downloads, key pair is downloaded. The key pair name Linux server. Linux server key 1 is there. Already in earlier session that the same name I am downloaded. That's why it is 1 is showing. So here, what is the extension? What is the extension? That is PEM file is there. Now you are using the putty terminal to launch and connect. It is asking .ppk file. Now we had to convert PEM file format to .ppk file format. How we had to convert PEM file format to .ppk file format is nothing but we had to open, already you are installed putty software. In your laptop, we can download with that link. We can download the putty software. Just it is a small software. We can download it and we can install next option. The putty software is downloaded in your laptop. With that putty software, we can connect your virtual machine. Now, whenever you are installed in your laptop putty software, automatically putty gen is also downloaded. We can click on putty gen. Here, don't choose generate option. We had to choose load option. Click on load option. In your downloads, key pair is there. When I am choosing the download, why the key pair is not available here? Here we had to choose file name is all files. Why? Because the key pair is available in PEM file format. See that now it is available. Click on this. Click on open. Click on OK. Click on save. Click on yes option. Now we had to give the file name is Linux server. I am given the name is Linux server 1 I am given. What is the extension for this one? .ppk. Click on save option. Now we had to close this one. Now I am using the putty software. We can click on this one. Here we had to paste host name or the IP address. That's why in my virtual machine public IPv4 I copied in the notepad. I had to copy it here and paste it here. Okay. Now in the putty software at the left side SSH option is there. Under SSH, you have to choose authenticate. Under authentication, you have to choose credentials. Here, we have to browse the private key file for authentication. Your converted PEM file format to .ppk format. Had to browse the private key file for authentication purpose. Click on browse option. We had to choose Linux server 1. I am given the name is Linux server 1 I am given. Click on this one. Click on open. Click on open. Click on accept. Now we have to give the login as. Just wait. I'll change the appearance. Right. I can change the font size. That is 22 I am given. Click on OK. Right. Now I am given the login as Azure user. The default name as is I am given. Click on enter. Now see that it is connected. The Azure user is connected. See that Azure Linux server. Azure Linux server is connected. So those are the steps we had to follow to launch and connect Linux server. Linux server. Here, the key pair I'm using SSH I'm using, right? Key pair I'm using the SSH. What is the default disk size in the Linux server? 30 GB is provided. What is the default disk size for the Windows server? 127 GB. Sir, how do you know here? In this command prompt, there is no GUI format in the Linux server. It is not showing, it is not providing that facility for Azure or the AWS also, right? So here, that is the command to check the space in Linux is df, we can type it, df space -h. We can click on enter. See that size is 29 GB. 30 GB storage default it is providing. Temporary storage 4 GB, 3.9 GB. Temporary storage is provided. Okay. Those are the steps we have to follow to launch and connect the Linux server. Linux server. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, how to stop this Linux server? How to stop this Linux server? To open the virtual machine, click on the Linux server. Here, if you are stopping in the next, we have to log in as Azure, then we can start option is enabled. Start option is enabled. Now, if you are deleting permanently from the data center, this virtual machine is deleted. This virtual machine is deleted. Okay. Now I am deleting this one. Click on this. Here we'll put the tick mark and then click on delete option. Deleting virtual machine Linux server. It is in progress. It is in progress. See here in the notification, one scroll bar is moving. One line is moving at the top. It is in progress. Okay. Automatically this one is terminated. This one is terminated. Fine. Those are the steps we have to follow to launch and connect Linux server. Linux server. Now see the resource not found. Now we can click on the virtual machine. There is no virtual machine is there. Just refresh it. Refresh again. It's taking time. It's taking time. Wait. Now see that there is no virtual machine. There is no virtual machine. Fine. That is, those are the steps we have to follow how to launch and connect the Linux server. Those are the steps I am providing in the form of PPTs. Linux virtual machine using SSH key. Right? What are the steps we have to follow? Pin to pin I have mentioned in these PPTs. Right? Now, the next one is Linux virtual machine. How we have to connect the Linux virtual machine? Using the password. Using the password. But then what are the steps we had to follow? What are the steps we had to follow? I had to explain with hands-on. Already in my Azure account, resource group is created. The resource group name is US102. US102. Now I'm launching the virtual machine. I'm creating the virtual machine. Click on virtual machine. Click on create option. Here we had to choose Azure virtual machine. Okay. Here we had to choose the subscription is pay as you go. Resource group, you are created US102. You had to give the virtual machine is Linux server 102 I am given. This is the name I am given. Linux server 102. The reason the resource group is created in Central India. So the reason is automatically it is showing. Okay. Now availability zone 1 I am taken. Scroll down. Security type is automatically it is taken. Image, operating system. You are launch and connect the Linux server. That's why Ubuntu we had to choose it. The first one only I am choosing. Virtual machine architecture 64. Size D1S. There are many sizes which are available, more than 600 sizes which are available. As per your business requirement, you have to choose the size. Now I am chosen for practicing purpose. B1, yes, I am chosen. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory is providing. So per month, 642 rupees for the paid version we had to pay. Right? After completion of your practice, we had to terminate. You had to terminate each and every one, whatever you are practiced. Scroll down. Administrator account. Here in just now, I have to explain with SSH public key authentication type. Now I am given to launch and connect Linux virtual machine using the password. Here I am chosen the password option. We had to give username. You may give your name also. I am given my name. I am given. Okay. Now the password we had to give, that is, I am given the password for this one. I had to confirm the password. Okay. Now scroll down. Here you are launch the Linux server. So what is the port number? SSH. The port number is 20. Now, no need to click on disks option, or otherwise you can click on disk option also. That is a disk size is 30 GB is providing. OS disk type is premium SSD. Local redundant storage I am selecting default one, whatever the default one present we can select as is. That's why directly we can click on review plus create option also. Networking, that is Linux server VNet, that is the default network it is showing. Subnet as it is we can take it. The NIC network security basic we can choose as it is, no need to change present now, right? And then click on management option. Click on monitoring, don't give any options present. Click on advanced. For identification purpose, I am not given tax option also. Click on review plus create. Okay. So per hour 0.87 it is charged. Click on create option. Now initializing deployment, submitting the deployment, and deployment in progress. It is showing at the top side. In notification, it is in progress. See that it is in progress. Wait for few minutes. Here the password I am given. So in earlier, we are download the key pair. With that key pair, I am connecting my Linux server. Right? Now I am given the password. Username is my name I am given. Instead of Azure user, I am given my name. Okay. Now go to the home, virtual machine. See, the virtual machine Linux server 102 is there. What is the status? Running. Location, Central India. Resource group, US 102. Size, standard D1S. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory is providing. This is the public IP address. Okay. Now you can click on this one. You had to copy public IPv4 for this one. Public IPv4. Okay. Now go to this virtual machine. Now I am using the putty software. Click on this. You have to paste it, the IP address. Click on open. Click on accept. Now login as. Just wait and change the appearance. Change settings, appearance, change, size I am changing, 24. Click on OK. Click on apply. Now the appearance is changed. Now we have to give login as. I am given login name is my name I am given. My name I am given. In earlier Azure user I am given. That's the default username. Now I am changing the username is my name and it is asking password. In earlier, to connect the virtual machine, I am using the key.ppk file. For private key file authentication purpose, you are browsing the key. Now it is asking the password. I am entered the password, whatever I am given. Wait. Click on enter. I think password is not correct. Whatever I entered, again I entered. Now it is connected. See that it is connected. So those are the steps we had to follow to launch and connect Linux server using the two ways we had to launch and connect the Linux virtual machine. One is SSH key. Second one is using the password. So those are the steps we had to follow. First, go to the virtual machine using the password. Go to virtual machine. We can click on create option. You have to choose the create option. Click on virtual machine. Here in the virtual machine, if already you are create the resource group, no need to create the resource group. We can select the resource group. We have to enter the virtual machine name. I am enter the virtual machine name is Linux server 102. We have to select the region. Central India I am selecting. We select the image is Ubuntu server. Size is B1S. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM is providing. We can select the authentication type as password I am selecting. We had to enter the username, that is my name I am given. Where I am entered the password. Again, whatever the password I entered, for the confirmation of the password also I entered. And we had to enable the SSH port. The port number is 22. For Windows instance, the RDP port is needed. The port number is 3389. Now you are launch and connect the Linux server. We have to enable the port is SSH. The port number is 22. Okay. Now click on present. No need of these steps. Direct. We can click on review plus create option. Review plus create option. Right. Click on create. Now you click on the name of the virtual machine. You have to copy the public IPv4 pin to pin points. I have to mention. I have to open the putty and paste the public IPv4. Right? We can click on open. You have to enter the username and password. Now it is connecting your Linux server. If you know the disk size, we have to enter df space -h. That is 30 GB storage is providing default and temporary storage 4 GB is provided. Right? Those are the steps we have to follow to launch and connect the virtual machine, Linux virtual machine using password and using SSH key. Linux virtual machine using SSH key. After completion of your practice, you have to delete this server. How we have to delete this server? Go to the virtual machine. You have to open your virtual machine. Select delete option. Here you will put the tick mark. Click on delete option. Deleting virtual machine Linux server 102. Whenever this is deleted, automatically we are getting this one. Remote side unexpectedly closed network connection. Okay, we can close this one or we can type it here exit. Okay. Now wait for few minutes. It is deleting from the Azure data center. Permanently that virtual machine is deleted. Wait for few more minutes. Now it is deleted. The virtual machine is deleted. See that? Virtual machine is deleted. Now, after deleting your virtual machine, your resource group is also deleted. If you are not deleting your resource group, you are getting a bill. In yesterday's session, I launch and connect the Windows server. See how much amount I got it for the cost management plus billing. You see that 1.45 rupees, 1 rupee 45 rupees. I got it yesterday. After completion of your practice, whatever you are created, all those things we have to terminate it. You have to delete it. That is the procedure. While joining the job, as per your company requirement, you can follow it. But in the industry level, if you are doing the job, they never terminate the server. Whatever the Linux server or the Windows server, it is continuously going. If they terminate it again, they follow the procedure. But you are the student, for practicing purpose, you have to follow the steps. When you are joining the company, the server is not terminating. When it is terminating, then the system, then their application is closed. There is no work. That's why the company never terminate, never stop. It is 24 by 7 days. It's working, the server. They never terminate the server, right? Remember this point. But for practicing purpose, you have to do that one. Now, I am deleting the resource group also. Click on the resource group. I am selecting this resource group, US 102. Click on delete resource group. Here we have to copy the resource group name. Here we have to paste it here. Click on delete option. Click on delete option. That is deleting resource group US 102 is in progress. See that? In notification, it is in progress. It's in progress. Wait. It's in progress. My internet connection is also slow. Okay. Just refresh. Go for home page, resource group. It is there. It is in progress. Wait for a few more minutes. And also the resource group is created default network watcher RG is created. That one also we can delete. Delete resource group. Copy this one. You have to paste it here. Click on delete option. Click on delete. This resource group is also deleted. It's taking time. Right. Now, here, once you are subscribed from the app, you are getting the videos, PPTs, and at the end of the training, you are getting the screenshots of this one. Screenshots also you are getting. That is like that I am prepared. See that pin to pin steps and explain. With the help of the screenshots, I have to explain. See, for example, in this session, I have to explain launch and connect the virtual server. Wait. Yes, this one. Yes. Create virtual machine, Linux server using SSH public key. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? Go to virtual machine. How the screenshot I am taken. Then click on create. Next, we can select virtual machine. We can select the virtual machine. Okay. Now we can click on the virtual machine. First 1 month free trial is showing. After that, paper as you go. We can select the resource group. Like that, the screenshots I am providing. Screenshots. Pin to pin the screenshots and the explanation part at the end of the training I am providing. At the end of the training, I am providing technical questions. AWS dumps, sorry, Azure dumps I am providing. Azure dumps is nothing but how in the examination point of view they are asking for the Azure portal, Azure examination associate level, right? Now we'll see, look at this. The resource groups are deleted or not. Go to the home page, resource group, all the resource groups are deleted. Now we had to close your Azure account, sign out, right? Anyone have any queries regarding this session? In this session, I had to explain how to launch and connect Linux server using SSH key and the password. Both the ways I had to explain, right? In the next session, we'll discuss about how to transfer files from your laptop to launched Linux server. How to transfer files from your laptop or desktop to launched Windows server. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? In the next session, we have to discuss one by one. Anyone have any queries? Obal Reddy, any queries?
No, no, sir. Sir,
No.
once created a virtual machine, so after that, am I deleted?
Okay. Yes, once if you are practice, everything you can delete it. Even though if you are not deleting the resource group, then you are getting the bill. You can check it in the next day. The next
Okay,
day. Everything
okay,
is in paper usage model in the cloud environment. It may be the Azure or it may be the AWS or it may be the Google Cloud. But for the
okay,
first AWS, it is providing 12 months of the pre-service. Azure is providing first 1 month, 30 days, it is providing the pre-service. All the services it is worked. Then you have to go for the subscription is paper as you go. Paper as you go. Some services it is providing 12 months of the services in Azure also. Okay.
oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Praveen.
sir.
Okay. Any queries? Praveen. No? Okay. If no queries, then I can end the session. Okay. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet the same time.
Okay, thank you, sir.